Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can get rid of the default logos in a template in Joomla. So this is a very popular default template in Joomla. I installed the sample content, and you'll see here it's got the Joomla logo in the upper left hand corner. Okay, so let's say I wanted to alter this site now to become my site, and I need to get rid of this logo in the upper left hand corner. I'm going to show you how you would go about changing this image file and then thereby changing this image and this logo. Okay, so to do this, what you need to do is, first of all, it's helpful if you're running Firefox. So I've got Firefox here, and in Firefox I have some add-ons, some tools that I've added on. You go to Tools, Add-ons, right, and you can see my add-ons here. I've got Aardvark. I've also got this really handy one called Firebug right here, and then another one that I played around with quite a bit is Web Developer 1.1.8. And so add-ons are a nice feature to Firefox, and it enables you to do a few things. For instance, I can right-click right here and then select Start Aardvark, and now every time I roll over something, Aardvark tells me the div tag that this piece belongs to. So when basically the section of code that this piece, and in this case this logo, belongs to. So right there I know I've selected it, and it says div tag is the ID of this div tag is logo, and then I can therefore also right click on it and go inspect element, which opens up Firebug, and then in Firebug it gives me all kinds of information about that, including the CSS file. And the CSS file shows me where the where it is located, all of the styling information for this graphic, for this. And when I look at it, I can see that it's in an images folder. It says URL right here, /images, /images /mw underscore Joomla underscore logo.png. So that kind of lets me know where it's at. And chances are that this image is unique to this template. In other words, if I open up download a different template in Joomla, you will not see this logo. So you see it only when you're in this template. So that means I'm going to find this logo in this template. So now, with that information, I can go into, I'll close, use this little button to close Firebug, and I'll go into this component explorer, and I will look for that file. So now I'm in explorer. I'm going to go into my test folder, which is basically where this Joomla installation is. And since I know it's going to be in templates, because I know that that logo is unique to this template. So I'll go look in templates, and then I'll find the template, Rook Milky Way, and I'll open that up. Okay. And then I'm going to go into images, and in the images folder, that's where it said I'd find it. If I scroll down, I can find the file mw underscore Joomla underscore logo.png. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download that file because I want to take a look at it, and maybe I want to alter it so I have the exact same dimensions as the previous one. So I've just downloaded it. This is the second time I've downloaded it. I did it in a previous video. So now I've got it downloaded, right? And all I have to do is change that image, and thereby changing the logo. So for instance, I will open it up in Photoshop, and let me see here. I put it in my downloads folder. Okay, there it is. So there it is in Photoshop. All I have to do is alter it, thereby altering the logo. Now a couple things when you alter it, if you want to alter that same logo, this logo, right, is in a locked background layer, and the image mode for it has been set to indexed color. It's a PNG file with indexed color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to RGB color, right? Thereby kind of normalizing the file. Then I can get my marquee tool, click and drag to select everything, and then just press delete, right? Deselect, Control D to deselect, or select deselect. So what was that first off? I changed it from image mode indexed color to image mode RGB color. Now I can do whatever I want. I can take my text tool and I can click in the window and type in danscourses.com, which is my website, get the selection tool, and I can move it into place. All right, and all I have to do is do File, Save for Web and Devices, and I'm going to save it as a PNG-24 file with transparency. Okay, that sounds good. And I will save it. And what I want to do is I want to save it with the same exact name. I'm going to save it to my desktop with the same exact name, mw_joomla_logo.png. I save it to the desktop. I'm going to replace the previous one I did in the previous video. And now in eXtplore, all I have to do, well, what I can do is I can back this one up by right-clicking and click Rename. This file right here, I want to rename the other one. Rename. And I'm going to say .png capital BAK for backup. So now I've just gotten rid of that file because I named it, I changed the name from .png to .png.back. So now it's a backup version. And now I'll just click on the up arrow to upload the file that I created. In the dialog box, I can make it bigger here. I will browse for my file. And just got to browse for it. It's on my desktop. And looking for it. There it is. Double click on it. Overwrite existing files. If you have a file of the same name and you want to just overwrite the one with the same name, you check mark that. Anyway, I'll hit save, and that uploads the file to my site. And now if I go to the front page and I hit refresh, you can see that my PNG file with a transparent background overwrote or took the place of the previous one because I gave it the same name. In the next video, I'll show you an alternative way to do this by, instead of having your image take the place of the previous image, just taking its place in the directory with the same name, how you can also alter the code in the CSS file to just point to a different image.